But you know, I think one of the big things that we need to talk about, and we covered it all last week and the week before, is our main man Shinigami. Shinigami, yeah, Street Beefs. Him and Big Smile, they had their big title fight exhibition. So like, there was no exchange of titles if one of them lost. 3 rounds, deep in the heart of Virginia. We helped get Shinigami out to the East Coast. He was very, very grateful. He put our logo on his shorts. It was the coolest thing, I think, of my entire life.
It was great.
Having a fighter that you sponsor.
Along with also Pat McAfee, he pronounced his name wrong, Pat McAfee or whatever.
Yeah, and then you could tell, if you haven't watched the fight, you know, we got a shout out in the beginning, so we'll show you. Here's the shout out.
Special shout out to my sponsors who helped my coach get here. Forgotten Art Tattoo and the Craft Beer Review. Also to Pat McAfee.
And then he was so pumped up, he didn't even do shout out to my girl Rachel. He just said, shout out Rachel.
Shout out Micronesia being ravaged by climate change. Help them out. And shout out Rachel. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It was epic, though. First round, if Shinigami didn't try to get that move, which we'll show right now, you know, I don't think Big Smile, I love Big Smile, but I don't think he would have gotten the offense he got. And then the next 2 rounds were pretty close. So, I mean, to his credit, Big Smile's wailing with knees at the end there. But my favorite moment of the fight was, I think it was before the 3rd round started, when Shinigami there's like a pause. Big Smile looks at him, and Shinigami just ties his belt. Whoosh. Do you see that part? Oh, that was amazing.
That was one of my favorite parts. I think the most nerve-wracking part of the whole fight for me was they said 30 seconds. And Shinigami, he wasn't losing, but he was on the ground, and Big Smile was doing a good job of keeping him down, right? Like he had him down on the ground. Shinigami's just trying to guard his face. And my big concern was, like, the Big Smile punches were just going to start coming in. They started coming in, and I'm like, you know, I'm trying to think how much time do we have left. And next thing I know, the guy stops the fight. So I think the fight's over. I thought Shinigami had lost. I was devastated. I started crying.
Well, who else thought? Well, Big Smile was giving his celebration speech.
Yeah, he ran over to the edge. So, you know, I even rewatched the fight and counted down from when they said 30 seconds. And I'm not sure. I'm a little concerned who was keeping the stop clock there.
All right, listen, if I can do it, maybe I'll put a timer up. And we'll see how long it was. No, let's not. That's a terrible idea.
I don't want to do that.
That's a terrible idea.
Team Shinigami.
Did you count like this? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi?
Well, if I did that, then they didn't stop the fight soon enough. It was close. And, you know, these guys, while they are kind of, I would say they're kind of like semi-pro MMA refs, you know, a lot of these guys are doing it on their own. They're doing it for free, and they're doing the best thing they can. And that was a big fight. And, you know, I'm glad that they got to fight 2 more rounds. I really wanted a 4th round. Really wanted a 4th round.
Yeah. And you know what? When they stopped it, that would have to be a verbal tap, I think, from Shinigami, right? Like, please stop it. They said it was the loudest fight of all time they've had, which I totally believe. Everyone was so hyped up for that. Even all during the live stream on Demon Boys Boxing, they were talking about Shinigami. He's here. He's here. And it was just great. Now they're flying out to LA. Did we talk about that to fight?
No, I did want to talk about my favorite moment, though, before we get to them and the
absolutely
rematch. Is at one point the fight almost came to a sudden end, and that's when Shinigami, the most agile 300-pound fighter in all of MMA, got that roundhouse kick up and almost got Big Smile in the face. And so show that clip. And I think the world stopped moving for a split second when that happened.
When you watch it, which you're not going to watch it right now because we're not that high tech, but he gets them. But I think it's just like the clip, you know, the clip of the toes.
Just a toenail drag across the face.
It was enough to probably send me down, but Big Smile was like, I'm all right.
Yeah. And you know, I messaged both the fighters afterwards, and they're both super nice. Big Smile's a great guy. He said we could come down to Virginia and train with him, which I think we might have to take him up on it. But, you know, it's going to be great to see the rematch is what they announced at the end. And I can't wait.
I hear that's going to be in June. So look out for that coming up.
Hey, maybe we'll be lucky enough to fly out to LA for that.
Guests of honor.
Oh, that would be amazing.